Hey everybody, my name is Jarrett and I love to read. Today I am starting another clip for my fortnightly reading vlog, back in the normal style for now, though I do want to try and include some of the actual action shots like I did in my last vlog that I'll link up here because it's quite different. I'm still making my way through The Magician's Apprentice by Trudi Canavan and I am up to page 455 at this point. I have been struggling a little bit this week to feel awake enough to read it in the afternoon. I don't feel like I've been going to bed later than I normally have, but I must have been because I've been struggling, like I said. I just keep wanting to pick it up, but feeling too tired and wanting to go to sleep. But I also feel like it's a combination of it not being a super engaging book. I'm still enjoying it fairly well, but it's just a bit slow paced at the moment and it's been a bit meandering. I feel like it's a bigger book than really it needs to be. There's a lot of discussion and talking and stuff without things actually happening. We do go to lots of different villages as we're progressing in the book, but it's more, instead of different action things happening in the villages and different circumstances being the point, being the focus of being there, it's more about the discussion between the magicians again, and that is just not super interesting, but hoping I can still continue to push through and finish it. I'm getting closer to the end, as you can see with my bookmark there, and I'll just keep reading, as long as I'm interested. I do want to find out where these characters go, and I particularly feel like there's something with the romance that's going to kick off soon, so hopefully that is going to make it a lot more engaging and I'll continue to enjoy it. Otherwise I will DNF this as well, but I don't want to because I want to finish it. I'll talk to you guys in my next update. Did I say it was Thursday? I don't think so actually. It's Thursday in July and I'm very excited for the weekend just because it'll be the weekend. Hey everybody, it's Sunday morning. Ignore my messy hair. I've got to go have a shower and wash it and all that kind of thing. I've just kind of gotten up and I've been reading for, oh God, like maybe an hour and a half this morning, which is really good. The Magician's Apprentice picked up, hence why I was able to read a lot. I'm up to page 585 and there was a lot of interesting things going on. The pace really sped up. There was that part in the middle-ish that was a little bit slow. It's completely we've catapulted forward, so that's really good that it's interesting. But now I've put it down because I'm a little bit pissed off at this plot twist or the turn of the plot at the moment. There's a war happening and I'm not the biggest, I know that wars are kind of, I don't want to say inevitable because I guess they are. Realistically, people would get therapy and they would learn how to be proper adults and not murder people and not take revenge and all this kind of stuff. But granted, I haven't actually done a lot of research into how our wars start and all that kind of thing, but it seems to be one shit person that recruits a lot of people that have had some kind of damage or trauma or something happened. So, kind of likewise in this book, but it's really frustrating. Well, the war actually in this book is because the way that the invading country, Sachakan, is made is that it is sort of off the back of slaves and this really shitty system that it's crumbling in amongst itself. And so to solve that, they're kind of let's get more land and I'm going to go and attack the Carolians. I get that, but I'm really frustrated at the turn of events that have happened in this part. And I was, yes, I was excited and it was really good, but now it's really frustrating and I'm finding it really difficult to keep reading because I don't support what the main characters or what the good people that we're with are doing. I'm not, I just know. So I feel like I'm going to pick up another book because I still want to finish this. I'm really close and I'm enjoying it and I want to see what happens with the main characters. And I feel like our main characters don't support what is happening, but they're probably going to be made to. So I want to see what happens to them. It's just that I need to have a little bit of a breather and a break considering how chunky this book is. So I think I'm probably going to pick up the next Sword Art Online book that I'm a little bit am I going to enjoy it? But I've got 2 left and I don't want to be forcing myself to read them as my TBR cuts down a little bit. And I also kind of want to mention that, so this book follows two different stories, 2 different storylines, one in the good or in the country that's being attacked and then one in the country that's invading. And the storyline
of the one in the country that's being invaded just kind of like made me really sad for a second. So the country that's invading it, Khan, as I said, it's built on a really corrupt system. Also, in part of that, aside from like having slaves and stuff like that, what they also do is that women basically have like no say in their lives at all, and they're used as breeding stock to, you know, further the men and their interests and that kind of stuff. And there's this secret society for women that helps free enslaved women. Just any kind of woman that needs help, they can get help from this secret society. And I just stopped and I just had to like, I don't know, I just got a bit emotional there to sort of think, I wish the reason they needed this secret society was entirely fictional, but it's not. And it's just, I don't know, I just had to take a moment to be really sad and think about the fact that, you know, I'm very lucky to be living in Australia, which is a country where, even though it has its problems, I'm also a free person as a woman, and I can, you know, and it just sort of makes me sad that there are a lot of women out there across the world, and even some still in Australia, but generally across the world and things like that, that don't get a say. So that kind of made me sad. But anyways, I am going to go. Those are my thoughts at the moment of this Sunday morning. Mum and I had a day out Saturday, which was really nice. We went shopping, which we don't really do. I bought this jumper, which is supposed to be kind of like a nice-ish, like, not just wearing around the home jumper, but that's apparently what it is because it's so warm at the moment. And we went and looked into a bookshop, and it was really funny actually, because I have not bought books in so long. I can look at a bookshop and I enjoy it because it's books and they're pretty, but I don't feel, it's not hard to not buy anything because I'm so used to not, that it's like literally not, it's not even something that I have to force myself to walk away. But she was saying to herself, she's like, Lee, don't buy anything, which is her name, and she's like, don't buy anything, just, you know, I've got too many already. And I was just thinking, oh, this used to be me. Like, and Mum's list of unread books hasn't gotten to the point that mine did. She's doing pretty well, but she has about 30, and she, something like that, and she reads maybe the same amount that I do, or a little bit less, so it's a lot for her. And she's just like, don't buy any, and I'm thinking, that used to be me, and I'm so much like, I've improved. So that was really fun. I'm excited to buy books, and I was being like, I want to buy you and you and you when I can, but I don't feel like I have to buy something. It's really good, this improvement. Anyways, I'm going to go because I'm hungry and need to make some food, and I will talk to you guys in my next update. Hey guys, I might as well do another quick reading vlog update. I'm here filming a video, obviously, because I'm in this screen. I just did my how am I going to afford books after my physical TBR is 0, so I'll leave a link to that one up above. I hope it should be a good video. I was a little bit rambly, but hopefully I can edit that out. I've got a putt over here, which, can you see him? Yes. Look at his cute little jacket, it's adorable, but he's been sitting here whinging, going, hurry up, mum, what are you going to do? We're going to be finished. And I've barely said 2 words to him since I've gotten home because I've been finishing a book. So I ended up finishing The Magician's Apprentice by Trudi Canavan this afternoon. It was pretty good. I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. The extra 0.5 was with the shock factor at the end of the book. I'm glad that I've read it, but it was a bit slow. So I'll tell you guys about it more in my review. Now I'm going to moving on to Plotting and Writing Suspense Fiction by Patricia Highsmith. I haven't picked up the Sword Art Online one that I showed you guys in a previous vlog because I ended up feeling like picking up Trudi Canavan again, so I did, and then I'm in the mood to finish this Plotting and Writing Suspense Fiction, so I'm going to do that. Hopefully I can breeze through it because it's pretty tiny, and then be on to my oh, I might have counted that wrong. Oh my god, I did. I said that I had like 4 books to go, and I've actually got 4.5, generally 5 because I'm not very far into the suspense writing one. Lol, now I'm gonna have to put text on that video to update it because Sword Art Online is out in the lounge room and I was counting off there, so, but that's crazy. I'm gonna try and breeze through as many books as I can in the rest of July, and maybe I'll be done by the end of July. I don't think so. I would have to read a lot, and I don't know that I'm that invested in the books that I'm reading, but then I also might read 2 at a time to kind of like flip between. I do get motivated by short books though, because like if I have about 100 pages left, especially on smaller books, I tend to be like, oh, let's read and get it done. So when normally I read about 40 pages a day, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure you guys will see in this vlog. Exciting things to show you guys. Group says goodbye. You wanna speak? Speak. Come on, speak. Thanks.
Hey everybody, it is, oh god, I can't get comfortable. It is uncomfortable hour. It's Saturday afternoon and Daniel and I have had a really good day, and Koopy as well. He's out playing Pokemon at the moment. There's like a event for Pokemon Go this weekend, like Go Mania or something. So he's out playing that, which has been nice because it means that I've had the afternoon to myself. I've been napping, watching a bit of booktube and doing some reading. I finished, so where was I up to last time? I'd finished The Magician's Apprentice, and I've just kind of had a bit of a reading stuff going on lately. I'm very motivated to get my TBR finished, as you can imagine. I picked up Plotting and Writing Suspense Fiction by Patricia Highsmith, and I ended up DNFing that. I did give it a fair go, but it wasn't the writing book that I was hoping it for. To start off with, it was supposed to be about suspense fiction, and most of the time it just talked about normal writing, which is cool, but I'm also like, well, if I pick this book up looking for suspense, and like the title is very clear that it's about suspense, then shouldn't it have a lot more to do with suspense and not really go into a lot of details about actual just general plotting and writing advice, because that's what other books can be for. But also, I just feel like even though Patricia Highsmith is a good author, according, I've never read her stuff, but according to other people, she's a really good author. Just because she is doesn't mean that she necessarily knows how to teach it very well, or she knows how to write a book about it. She might be a great mentor when she can practically give you advice on your own novel, but it was just a bit wishy-washy and nothing was tangible, and she used a lot of her own, she like would describe sort of something and she would use her own books to, and would be like, oh, see what I did there? And it's like, well, no, I don't see what you did there because I'm not skilled enough to know what you've done yet. So it just wasn't very good, and I was bored, and I read a couple of negative reviews because that like soothed my soul a little bit, and then I ultimately sort of skipped ahead to see if it got better, and it didn't, so I DNF'd that one. And then I picked up Alicization Beginning by Reki Kawahara, which is the 10th book in the Sword Art Online series. I'm curious to see how I go with this one because the previous in this series I was finding a bit slow and boring, and I feel like this one's going to be the make it or break it for me as to whether I want to keep reading. So far at page 46, I'm not minding this. It's not the best. They do get caught up in a lot of conversations about sci-fi technology now and how we're able to do this, and I just don't, like, I want to know a little bit of that so that the story is plausible, but I don't want to know as much detail as I'm getting, so that's a bit slow, but it's alright. Hopefully I can kind of keep reading. I'm in the middle of a reading session, as you'll see in my vlog, and I'm going to keep reading. We're going to dinner with at my parents' house tonight. They're about to go away on holidays for 5 weeks, so mum's cooking us dinner, and dad, because I think they're doing curry for whoever wants curry. I was going to say the men, but I'm pretty sure if my aunt's coming, she really likes curry too. So curry for the people that like hot food. Mum's making apricot chicken for the people who don't, like me. And she's making her delicious potato bake, which is amazing. So I'm really excited to do that. I'm going to help her out with some YouTube stuff as well because Mum and Dad want to start, well, Mum mainly, but Dad is going to be in it a lot. Mum wants to start filming her travels. So they're not retired yet, but they kind of, Dad has his own business and Mum just works part-time, and they sort of, have enough money and security and stuff like that that Mum can kind of just take leave without pay if she needs to, and they just go away, and that's great. Like, Mum's job is kind of like a bit of extra pocket money that does help if they like want to go traveling and want to do extra stuff, but they're quite able to live without Mum sort of working consistently. So they're very lucky like that. They're sort of slowly easing towards retirement, which is good because they've worked really hard for their lives to get this way, and Mum wants to start filming her stuff. She's always been really good at taking pictures and doing like daily, like almost blog posts on Facebook, and they're always really fun, and so she wants to do videos as well. So I'm going to show her iMovie, like the the basic editing that I do, but that serves you well enough, and also how to start a YouTube and things like that. So that's going to be really fun tonight as well to do that. I also started listening to one of the last books on my TBR, an audiobook, which is Redemption in Indigo by Karen Lord, and oh my god, it is good. It is really good. To me, it feels like an African fairy tale. And I'm not finished yet, so that's just kind of the vibe that I'm getting, that it's kind of like folksy, like that kind of thing. And I'm really enjoying it. So I actually wanted to pick this up on audiobook because Daniel and I decided that we need to be a bit more motivated with home improvement stuff. So the renovations that I was talking about in the other room, like in a previous vlog, we are wanting to knock down some walls in our house to make it a bit more open concept, and we've kind of come to a halt with that because we had a builder over, and one of the walls that we want to knock down is structural, so we do, and there are ways around it, but we do need to sort of redo part of the roof, and apparently the crawl space in the roof is really terrible, says my electrician husband. So we're waiting for a quote off the builder, but there's like, builders are so busy in our area at the moment because nobody has been able to spend their holiday money on holidays because of coronavirus. He's so busy that he hasn't even been able to give us a quote back yet, and maybe that's kind of like a, this is a little project and I build houses, so I'm not, I don't know, it could be like a blow off, I'm not really sure, but it's just very difficult at the moment, and it's a bit frustrating because for the first time ever we actually have the money and the means to do this kind of stuff, and we haven't. So Daniel was feeling a little bit kind of like down and like, we're not really, are we going anywhere? Like the wedding's over and that, what's our next project? So we sort of decided that we would motivate each other to do things like around the house, particularly on the weekends in the backyard, so that we can, do all the gardening and all that kind of stuff to improve our like surroundings that is a lot smaller and we can obviously do ourselves. And yeah, so that's what we were doing this morning, and I wanted to listen to an audiobook while we were doing it so that the monotonous task that I was doing was not going to be as boring. Couldn't find this one. Found Redemption Indigo on Audible, purchased it, and it's really bloody good. Like, it's the perfect audiobook, and I didn't realize but it's written like someone's telling you a fairy tale, like telling you a story, and that's the kind of audiobook that I like. So even though it's fiction, it's fantastic. I'm pretty sure it's fiction. Something at the start of the story, the narrator was like, this happened, but I think it's more of a folksy tale as well, like mythological sort of, or, depends on what you believe, because there are like talking animals in it where these kind of magical spirity beings or whatever, they can like create a shadow, which means that they can like go into an animal, and like, so there's all these things. Like, there was the first time that it was mentioned in the story that I was a little bit confused, and then afterwards the narrator jumped in and explained. But there was this spider that was a pawn shop owner, and he was just this spider casually talking to like the main characters, being like, I'll buy up your animals and give you money. And I was a bit like, wait, and then the narrator explained. So it's really good. I'm really enjoying it so far, and it's been a really fantastic way to slowly close down my TBR. I was really looking forward to this book, so I'm glad that it's proving good. Anyways, I'm going to go now because this has been a ginormous clip and I've talked a lot, and I want to read if I've got more time left, or get ready for my parents' house if it's time to go. So I will talk to you guys in my next clip. Bye! Hey everybody, it's Tuesday night and I'm here to do my last segment before I edit all of this into the vlog for this afternoon. I must admit I'm a bit subdued tonight. I reached 100 subscribers over the course of this vlog, and I really wanted to shout it out to the rooftops and get really excited and thank everybody. And although I am still really thankful and grateful, there's been I debated a bit on whether to actually say anything or not, or whether to pretend to be super duper excited as I was actually this morning about the 100 subscribers, but it just felt a little bit fake. Man, I don't know, like, debating in my head how to say this, and I debated whether to say anything at all, but it's sort of one of those things that the more people talk about, hopefully eventually the less it'll happen. But to explain what the heck I'm talking about, someone that I've known most of my life, or most of their life, committed suicide, and that's obviously thrown a bit of a dampener on things. I'm not very close to them. Well, I'm not close to them at all. even though I have sort of watched them grow up from a distance. It's just one of those things that kind of hits you and think like it's horrible that the people that do it think that there's no way out, that they just want what they're feeling to end, and that they feel so low that everybody would be better off without them, and that they just don't want to be here anymore. And I just wish that more people would know that there's mental health services that can help everybody. But that's all I really want to say about that, just to sort of explain to you guys why I'm not like shouting to the rooftops about these 100 subscribers. And it's not a giant milestone, like it's not 1,000 or it's not 100,000 subscribers, but it felt really important to me, and it was something that I was aiming for a really long time. And I also have to give a special thanks to David Wiley, because he shouted me out on his own channel, so I'll leave a link down there below. Thank you so much, and welcome to everybody new, and thank you to my original people that have been here for a long time now. I still, there's two parts of me, one part of me that's a bit I want to grow quickly, and I want to get out there and talk to more people, and that 100 feels slow. But then there's still another part of me that is like, oh my god, I can't believe 100 people have hit the subscribe button, so thank you. And I also want to announce in this video, I'm feeling a bit more into things now that I've started talking, which is good. But I want to also do a giveaway for everybody, because I said I was going to, and I am privileged enough to be able to give away some, to be able to spend my own money to give things away. I did get my tax return filled out and done, and it's taken the stress off. I don't have to pay myself back, but I really wanted to do a giveaway to say thanks to everybody. So please, to enter the giveaway, comment down below on this video. Anybody that comments can enter. I haven't 100% decided where the gift card is going to be for, so it's going to be a $50 gift card. I wanted to be able to do some kind of book related place. I didn't want to do Amazon, but I don't know if I can find anywhere that's independent or secondhand enough that does give vouchers, so it'll be something where you guys will get something to the value of $50. It'll be some kind of voucher or dollar amount or something like that. It's not going to be, I'm not going to pick something for you, but that is what it's going to be. So like I said, leave a comment below and you'll be entered into that. I will draw it on my next anniversary video, which will be in August. I will tell people, so anybody that comments up until when that video comes out, go for it. I'll leave a bit of text up here as to the date that my anniversary is, so I'll close things up until that date. And I wish you all the best. Now to actually get onto the reading content in this video. So I have just finished reading the fourth last book on my TBR shelf, and that is Redemption in Indigo by Karen Lord. I decided to listen to this one on audio. I really enjoyed it. I was able to finish it really quickly, and I'm looking forward to talking about it in my wrap-up. And now I'm still currently making my way through Alicization running. I am up to page 142. Probably if I didn't have a video to edit, I'd be able to get it done tonight, but I have one to edit and upload, so I'll get some reading done, but I won't have finished it. I've got roughly 100 pages to go. I'm still enjoying it, which is really good. I feel like I've got hope for this series now. We are thoroughly in the game. We're out of the real world and we're in the game now, where I was a bit worried that I was going to not care as much the further we got from reality, but I'm still really enjoying it, so that's really, really good. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for giving me 100 subscribers. Yay, okay. I've gotten into it. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more normal, as I should, you know? It's just, I just get such a sense of hopelessness in the world when things like this happen, that there's so much work to do, and it's just, bad things will continue to happen, so it's just good to have creative outlets like this to be able to make things better and soothe my soul, please go and talk to your loved ones, give them a hug, say hello, ask them how they're doing, and don't be afraid to check up on them if you need to, please. And I will talk to you guys in another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment if you want to enter the giveaway, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!